Well, exciting third quarter. They had him within 6 coming into the third quarter. Again, Glacier Peak just cannot get the ball to go in. They're shooting 58% from the free throw line. That Zach Peterson missed 2.
Much better than the first half.
30% from the 2 and 29% from the 3. Meanwhile, Mountlake Terrace not shooting that great. They're 4 for 13 from 3 land, 31%, and hitting 39% from the 2.
Yeah, but Mountlake Terrace, is able to keep that 6 to 8 point spread, and that's all they really need to do. If they maintain that the entire game, they win the ball game. Glacier Peak has to find a way to close that gap, which means they got to stop Mountlake Terrace from scoring, and they got to score themselves. They've been able to stop Mountlake Terrace, they just haven't been able to score themselves. Big problem.
Big senior 6'7" Ryan Shannon. He started getting going there early minutes of the third quarter. You started seeing why he's a D1 recruit.
Yeah, you could see he could be a beast if he really wanted to, right?
Now the sophomore for Terrace, Bowman, getting some meaningful minutes, and they have the 6'4" senior out, Colby Russell, his coach, Nayland Sood, telling him, straight up, son.
Yeah,
you got 4, baby.
He's got to keep him in. He looks like a good player, but now he's got to play pretty cautious, and it's hard to really be effective when you're in foul trouble.
The Moisant brothers both in for Mountlake Terrace, and that's Zerum up top with Portman. Now over to Ramsey. Ramsey loses the ball, and it's going to be Terrace ball.
I mean, they got a golden opportunity here with Shannon out to get the ball into Pedersen and get some points. They need to capitalize on it.
13th turnover for the Grizzlies tonight.
Not good.
Bowman deep now to Colby Russell, back out to Moset. Now to Zerum. Sets up the play with Portman guarding him. Right side now backs it out. Jess Zerum now takes it to the hole, kicks it back out to Moiset. Moiset to the other Moiset, now to Bowman. Portman's long hands, tips it up, Zerum, and he says it's Glacier Peak ball.
Portman always with the active hands. He keeps them moving, he's on you. If you make a mistake, he's going to capitalize on it.
9th turnover by the Hawks, as they'll get Blake Fernandez at the scoring table ready to go back in. Portman. Left side for Davila, drives into the paint, dishes to Ramsey, no good, 3-ball, rebound Bowman.
I mean, Peterson had position down low. They got to get him the ball. Right now they're not even looking for him. They're not used to him being open.
And Ramsey Rosales having trouble from the 3 or anywhere. Inside to Russell now, he goes up and it's good, they count it, and they're going to call the foul on Jacob Davila.
Yeah, they made him switch. They set a pick outside. Peterson had to jump off Russell and pick up a smaller guard, and that left Russell with a guard on him. Davilar had to come weak side help. It's a foul opportunity.
First bucket for the senior Colby Russell, as he's been plagued with foul trouble all night, and he hits that one and over to
looks like Peterson's opportunity to score is over because Shannon's back in.
The sophomore Bowman playing some meaningful minutes tonight, although he does every single game. 40-29. Glacier Peak now down by 11 here. Portman inside to Peterson, right, but Colby Russell rejects him. Peterson again. Nice up and under, and it's good this time on the left side.
Keep taking it to the hole.
Leading Grizzlies scorers now with 11 as Ryan Shannon is kind of...
It's like he got smacked or hit somebody with his elbow or something. Probably funny bone. You know how that goes.
Holding that elbow. Blake Fernandez just breaks the pressure. Ball's on the ground. Peterson's on there trying to get a jump ball, and he does. 6:14 left in the ball game.
Fernandez not afraid to get after it.
Hawks up 40-31 over the Grizzlies. Blake Fernandez now, the junior. 6'1". Into Colby Russell, back out to Moiset. Moiset from right inside the arc, it's good, and they're going to call it.
Fouled him.
A foul, that's Eric Moisant. Nice shot.
Yeah, he's probably one of those kids you don't want to send to the free throw line, too.
4th foul on Jacob Davilar with 6:10 left to go. They need Davs in there, John.
Yeah, they do. Can't let him get in trouble.
The shot is good, 42-31. Moisant trying to make it a 3-point play, and he does.
Yep.
5 points for Eric Moisant. GP needs to get something going. Portman now bringing it up on Zerum. Over to Kaiser. Top of the key, Devilar. Now to Portman. Inside Peterson, right hook, baseline. Bounces out, no good. Rebound, Kobe Russell.
A little short on that.
Transition down to Eric Moisant, up with a right hand, and it's good.
Moisant having a good game.
7 for Eric Moisant now. Terrace up 45-31. And Brian Hunter for Glacier Peak calls a full timeout with 5:34 left in the game. Terrace starting to impose their wheel.
Yeah, well, Moisant, heads up, senior, right? Shooting from the outside, getting fouled, knocking down the free throw, gets an opportunity down low, takes the ball to the hole. I mean, he's just stacking them up right now.
Big deal there. Another leading scorer, Marquise Armstead. He's got 4, so he sat down early, midway third quarter, and as you said, Moisant picking up the
slack. I mean,
yeah.
he just tagged up for 6 points right there in the last 30, 40 seconds. That's hard to stop right there.
5:34, undefeated is Mountlake Terrace.
Up right now by 14.
5:34 left in the ball game tonight. Glacier Peak 3-1 in league play with their first loss coming Tuesday night to Shorecrest. Mountlake Terrace has not even had a real scare yet.
No, doesn't look like they're going to get a scare tonight either. They're pulling away a little bit, and GP doesn't really have the answer tonight, it doesn't seem.
GP lost a lot of seniors last year. They won twice. They beat this team both home and away against Mountlake Terrace. The first one 59-46, quite a beating, and 55-50 the second time last year. So Mountlake Terrace glad to get a win. Possible win. Still 5:31 left.
Yeah, plenty of time, but the way Glacier Peak has been scoring this evening, they're going to have to get the 3-ball rolling to really make this up.
Round the arc is Kaiser. Errant play again. They're going to call Zerum with a foul. They're going to call
it Portman. The offhand push, trying to get the ball back.
14th turnover now for Glacier Peak, and that's been killing them all night.
14. That's shades of my daughter's 5th and 6th grade team.
Portman's second foul, and that's the 7th foul on Glacier Peak, so that sends Jess Zerum to the line. Referees must have told him a joke. He was laughing there. Zerum, the junior, misses the first of the 1-and-1. Rebound Peterson. Now Kaiser, the far right corner, up top of the key for Tarvin. Ramsey drives it in. Right elbow, Zach Peterson, right hook. No good. Kaiser goes up high, tipped around, and Shannon comes down with it. 4:54 left. Terrace up 5:31 as Blake Fernandez now takes it on the left side of the court. Ignores the screen, takes it to the rack, and they'll get an early foul against Terrace.
5-second violation.
Oh, 5-second violation.
5-second violation.
5-second. 3-second? I've never heard of a 5-second in an offensive set.
That must have been maybe a faux pas of some kind.
10th turnover for the Hawks, as just as we were talking about, their leading scorer, Marquise Armstead, checks back in, number 33 in the red.
With the matching red hair.
Notice Vader has not had much playing time here in the late third and early fourth. Peterson, right baseline hook, no good. Shannon with the rebound.
Yeah, Peterson having a bad night tonight, really. Having a tough time getting things going.
11.
I think that's mostly because of the defense by Shannon.
About 13 points under his season average. Ryan Shannon, deep left side, roller no good, gets his own rebound, goes up, gets blocked by Ramsey, now pushes it out to Zerum. One bounce, back up top, no look pass to Kobe Russell underneath, turn around, lays it up, and no good. They're going to call him for traveling.
Oh. Russell not having a good night tonight. You could see where he could be a real good player and really put up some numbers, but he's just not feeling it.
GP with 14 turnovers. That's the 11th on the Terrace Hawks.
Yeah, Colby's just not getting a lot of love from the refs tonight.
Kaiser left elbow up top. Ramsey for three, air ball, misses it badly. But Peterson with a hustle play knocks it off of Shannon, and they retain the ball.
Nice save, nice heads-up play by Zach.
15 left on the shot clock, 3:49 left in the game. Portman now goes up top. Ramsey drives it out of control, and they're going to say it's off him. The ref now from the near side coming in, talk to the other official.
I think he's going to fix that call.
It is Glacier Peak's ball. Ramsey, though, out of control, drive in the lane.
Nice job by the sheriff fixing that call.
Referee now telling the scorer's table to take the shot clock down to 10 seconds as Pormans get set to inbound the ball. 45-31, Mountlake Terrace up on Glacier Peak here, 3:47 left to go in the game.
Taking the clock down, 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Giving the players a breather. Coach Sood for Terrace shouting some instructions. Peterson, the far deep right corner, now hands it out to Portman. Portman,
put it up.
Dribble drive up, and they're going to call a foul on Jess Zerum.
Portman going to the bucket hard there.
And they're going to call it on the shot?
Yeah, putting him at the line, shooting two.
No, they're not.
Oh.
Only the sixth team foul.
Foul number 11, Jesse Zerum.
I think that's his first tonight.
Tough break for Mitch.
Portman, they get a nice, but Colby Russell adds to the block total for Terrace tonight and rejects Peterson, or Portman.
These kids don't know how to throw a head ball fake.
GP not doing a great job of getting these kids up in the air. They are drawing fouls.
They're getting them up in the air.
Yeah,
they're
meeting them up in the air. Tarvin, Portman from the left side.
Nice.
Good. Nice little 12, 13-footer by Portman. 4 tonight.
Yeah, push by Zerum with the arm.
2 quick fouls by the junior Jess Zerum. 7 team fouls. Now we'll see. Does not put him in the 1-and-1 because it was a charge.
Seventh team foul.
Or excuse me, a defensive foul.
Offensive foul.
Or offensive foul. Portman now, he's feeling it, goes up, misses left. Rebound, Shannon underneath. Now Fernandez comes all the way down, finds Colby Russell underneath. He gets double teamed, and it's going to cause Peterson to get him a jump ball. Great play by Peterson.
Peterson almost stripped that ball. In fact, that was a quick call by the ref. I would have let Zach have that. He just took it away from him.
12th turnover by Mountlake Terrace, and Coach Sood doesn't like the play. He's going to get a 30-second timeout. 45-33. His team is up with 3:15 left.
Yeah.
With 3:15 to go, it's Mountlake Terrace.
Yeah, he does a good job. I can't remember the coach's name. Sood?
Sood, Nayland Sood.
He does a good job. When GP starts getting the momentum, he just immediately cuts it off, right? Stops it in its tracks. Gets the boys over, talks to them, settles them down, goes back in, and the team just takes control again. Excellent job of coaching.
This Terrace team last year went deep, went to the 4th round of the playoffs, losing to Hazen 67-60, but they took him for a ride deep into the playoffs.
Yeah, they got the opportunity this year. They may go even further.
And that was without Ryan Shannon last year.
Yeah. Well, they probably had a couple seniors they lost, though. But I'm sure Russell put in some good numbers last year. Be interesting to see those stats.
Ryan Shannon leading the Terrace Hawks in scoring tonight with 11. He's matching Zach Peterson with 11. Here's Porman bringing it across the line. Left elbow to Kaiser. Right corner, 3-ball, Tarvin, no good, but rebound is right there for Austin Kaiser, and he puts it back in for his 6th point of the night.
A little weak side garbage bucket. Those are the best.
Brings the lead to 10 now for Terrace, 35-45, Mountlake Terrace on top. Fernandez in trouble, now finds Zaram over on the right side. Back to Fernandez. 17 left on the clock. Fernandez goes left. Dishes to Colby Russell. Denied by Peterson. And they're going to call Tarvin out of bounds.
Yeah,
critical turnover.
He was out of bounds, came in, grabbed the ball. Vader back in.
15th turnover by Glacier Peak tonight.
Going to give Porman a blow.
2:32 left. 45-35. Terrace up by 10. Sophomore, 6'7", Greg Bowman now going to go in and
taking
give senior Russell out. Both teams in the 1-1 now.
10-point ball game, 2:32 left though. Not much time.
They're going to go to the big man, to the beast. On the left side, low block. He tries to get to the sophomore Bowman, but he tips it out of bounds. Turnover Hawks. Vader now in the ball game. Gets it to Tarvin. Across the line on the right side, far right side of the corner. Tarvin now in trouble. Hernandez, now he gets it to Peterson, working on the right block. Tarvin, deep right side. Vader, excuse me. Darth Vader hits from the right corner.
Vader comes in and produces early. They need some more 3 balls.
45-38. Here's Shannon from the left side. No good rebound, Peterson. 45-38 now. 1:53 left.
Tarvin with an air roar. Coach not happy about that. Threw it right off his back, off Vader's back. Got to take care of the basketball.
17th turnover for Glacier Peak. That one a killer. Turns it over to the Hawks with 1:51 left. They're up 45-38. Fernandez tries to split the double team, and he does, and he draws the foul.
Putting him to the line. Yeah, I don't know who you'd put to the line on late in the game on this squad. They all seem to be pretty decent free throw shooters.
4th foul on Tarvin.
That's his 4th 18th foul.
Blake Fernandez hits the first one. That's his 10th point tonight.
Yeah, Mountlake Terrace spreading the scoring around very well, right?
They do all year long, they have. Fernandez hits the next one, and he matches Shannon with 11 as the leading scorer tonight. 47-38 Terrace.
They're going to need Vader to hit a couple more threes here. Block. Vader going to the line, 1-on-1.
On the left side, he will draw a foul on Zaram, his 3rd. Now, was that last one with Vader, was that a 3-ball?
Yeah.
That's his 3rd 18th foul.
So Vader sitting at 5 points tonight, hits the first.
Looks like Porman's going to come in for Tarvin.
47-39 now with 1:39 left. Mountlake Terrace with an interesting lead, getting a little bit more tense here as they go on with the game. Vaderby hits the second one, gets his rebound, puts it back up, no good. Bounces around, it's on the floor. They're going to say Terrace ball. Vader hits the front of the rim and he gets his own rebound. Coach Brian Hunter looking to the official.
Unlucky, huh? Vader with the foul.
Drew Vader, that's his 4th.
Putting Zaram to the line.
Stops the clock with 1:34 left in the ball game.
But the hope is that Mountlake Terrace won't shoot well.
GP down by 8 here in the closing minutes. Still plenty of time, really. If they hit some threes and get a stop.
They can hit some threes. That's tough, though. GP not shooting all that well.
Zerum, first point tonight. A nice one from the free throw line.
I guess I'd try to get Vader open for a three.
Hits the second. Lengthens the lead now, 49-39. Up by 10 is Mountlake Terrace. Vader off to Poorman. 1:27 left. Poorman breaks him down, takes him right side jumper, no good. Off the rebound is tapped by Terrace.
No.
And it is going to be Glacier Peak's basketball with 18 left on the shot clock, a minute 18 in the game.
Gonna have to put up some threes.
Rosales, three ball, good, hits it.
Interesting, 42-49.
His first three ball tonight after many tries. He's got 5 points now. The minute 15 left. 49-42, Terrace on top in the ball.
Interesting ball game, Scott. Holding Terrace under 50 right now and 1:15 left. I mean, that's some good defense by Glacier Peak. The problem that Glacier Peak has had is just getting the offense rolling, right? They've had a real hard time scoring. And most of that, I think, is because of Shannon's defense, Ryan Shannon's defense on Zach Peterson.
Well, Mountlake Terrace, they're used to scoring a lot. They scored 77 last night. They scored 54, though, against a tough game against Shorewood, their best competitor so far. They haven't had too many tight ball games.
No, this may be one of the tightest, depending on what Glacier Peak does right here. It would be interesting if Glacier Peak can hold them under 50. 1:15 left, though. That's going to be iffy. Not with this Mountlake Terrace, the ponies that they've got.
Tonight's ball game on STSPN, Snohomish Times Sports Network, brought to you by Pinky's Plumbing. Check it out, pinkysplumbing.net for all your plumbing needs and more. pinkyplumbing.net. Also check out the SnohomishTimes.com for all 3A West Coast sports action. Bowman now, the sophomore, gets it in bounds on the floor, and they're going to call a foul on Vader. And I believe that will retire Mr. Vader for the evening.
Good game for Drew, though.
Druth Vader leaves with 6 points and a very nice night.
A lot of active play, gutsy play.
For the junior, Drew Darth Vader. He'll send Fernandez to the line.
Tarvin back in. I believe he's got 4 fouls.
Checking in for the Grizz, Austin.
They're using all their fouls is Glacier Peak.
Trying to get the ball back, putting Mountlake Terrace to the line, hoping they find some rim.
Playing him tough, though, I think, and we'll try to talk to Coach Sood or Johnny Phillips after the game for Terrace. Fernandez hits the front end of the 1-and-1 here.
Fernandez shooting good from the stripe tonight.
Yes, he is. Had 18 last night against Getchell. He has 12 tonight and make it 13. So a little breathing room now. Terrace 51-42 as Tarvin hurries it up. Peterson, right side jumper, good over Shannon. Peterson with 13,
got
now 44.
Press, open for something.
Fernandez now working on the left side, dribbles and pulls it out again.
Smart move. Gonna
Plenty
use
of
some
time.
thought.
Goes deep into Shannon.
Oh, foul by Zach.
Peterson's got fouls to give his second.
Fernandez heads up play though, not bringing that ball down to the bucket. He pulled it back out. I mean, that's really heads up. He's a junior too. He'll be back next year.
Ryan Shannon, probably coaches will talk to him when he gets it down low on that left block. You don't want to put the ball down in the basket. Let us little guys like me slap at it.
Yeah, keep that ball up, protect it, go up strong.
He hits the first one now, 52-44, 12 points for Ryan Shannon.
If you have to power dribble, just take the ball, reach down, slap the ground with it, never dribble.
Bounces but gets the second one. 13 now for the big senior Ryan Shannon, and takes their lead 53-44 with 48.3 left in the game.
Yeah, an opportunity there for GP, but Mountlake Terrace pulled it back in.
So keep watch now on SnohomishTimes.com or STSPN.com for our next live video streaming broadcast of Glacier Peak basketball.
When are we going to do one of the games for the ladies?
We are looking, the ladies, the Glacier Peak, the Grizzly ladies have not, they started the season on the road quite a bit, just got back home, having a good season, only lost one game, leading their league.
Hey, they got to come home sometime.
They do. With the, Ron Henthorn, our statistician, hands us a nice schedule here, so looks like 12-20 next Tuesday night is a home game versus Linwood, and then Thursday night against Shorewood. So they come home. They've only had one game against Everett, which was this past Wednesday. They won. It was a foul fest. But they took care of the Seagulls, and they have two home this week before the break. Back here to the boys, though. Poorman hurrying it up across the line. 46 seconds. Gets it to the left elbow for Kaiser.
Up, guys. Got to go up.
Kaiser now takes it to the rack. Left-hander, it's good. Nice move on the sophomore Bowman. I like Kaiser.
He's having a good game tonight, playing tough.
8
Not afraid
points.
to take the ball to the hole. It's good to see him get a good game in. They need that.
8 points by the senior Austin Kaiser. A junior. 6'3" junior. That's a good sign for next year. I think Kaiser's got some skills.
Yeah, the more playing time and the more experience he can get this year, the better off they'll be next year.
Timeout on the floor, 53-46, Mountlake Terrace, 35.5 seconds left.
Yeah, probably not enough time for Glacier Peak, but possible. It'd be nice if they had Vader back for a little three-ball action, but who knows? Maybe Ramsey will hit another one. Unlikely, though.
Coach Sood drawing something up for his boys. He doesn't want a turnover here.
Coach Sood, not a big smiler.
He's not.
He is one serious-looking guy.
He is talking to Marquise Armstead, the junior, giving him some instruction. And
yeah, Armstead going to be back again next year. He's going to be a good player. Mountlake Terrace set up to be a good ball club both this year and next.
Ryan Shannon now goes deep, and it's intercepted by Peterson. But then Fernandez goes up in the air and calls a timeout before his feet hit the ground. Unbelievable heads-up play by the junior Blake Fernandez.
That kid knows a little about basketball. You can tell. I mean, the stuff he's doing, it's amazing. He is a real heads-up player.
Ryan Shannon does the baseball throw from the baseline, intercepted by Peterson, and Fernandez picked his pocket, tips it out of bounds, and what a play by Blake Fernandez.
Jumps out, grabs the ball, calls timeout before he hits the floor.
Unbelievable.
I wonder what that kid's grade point average is. He's probably damn smart.
That was a headsy play. You don't see that in high school basketball very much.
Not very often. We, though, have it recorded for all time.
We will. I hope the Hawks fans enjoyed to see that one. 53-46, his team is up on Glacier Peak with 32 seconds. Glacier Peak got exactly what they wanted.
Yeah, they got exactly what they wanted, but then turned the ball over. I mean, how many turnovers is that, 16, 17?
My turnover sheet is a mess now. That is 18 turnovers by my mark by Glacier Peak tonight.
You can't win a ball game with turnovers like that.
Hawks with 14, not too much better, but Zerum now finds
Fernandez.
Smart Fernandez. And Kaiser.
Kaiser obviously knows how to foul somebody. There wasn't any doubt that there was a foul there.
He wrapped his right arm around Ryan Shannon and made no doubt about that one. His first foul tonight, though.
His first.
Gets to shoot two, not just 1 and 1.
24.3 second. Ryan Shannon at the line.
The lefty bricks that one.
Double bonus now, though.
Russell back in for Bowman.
Senior Kobe Russell had a rough night, only 3 points tonight, 4 fouls. Just hasn't gotten into his game.
Yeah, the sheriff shut him down early.
Ryan Shannon hits that one. Leads all scoring for Terrace with 14. 54-46. Portman with a jump stop. No good.
Get that.
Tries to save it out of bounds, but he does to Fernandez. Middle of the court. 9 seconds left. Out to Shannon. Dribble, and now Glacier Peak looks like they're going to concede 3 seconds. Fernandez fakes it, takes one dribble, and that'll do it here as Mountlake Terrace beats the Grizzlies of Glacier Peak 54-46. Here in 3A Westco action, you're watching Glacier Peak basketball on the Snohomish Times Sports Network.
Yeah, not quite what we expected from Mountlake Terrace. I expect a little more, but Glacier Peak played them pretty hard. A respectable showing by GP, though. They played tough. It would have been nice if they could have got a little more offense going in the first half. But, I mean, that's what happens sometimes.
Again, shooting just killing Glacier Peak. 32% from the 2, 36% from the three-point line. Finally hit one there late. Meanwhile, Mountlake Terrace, not much better. Great defensive game by Glacier Peak. 41% from the 2, as our football commentator, Mr. Tim Boyle, says goodnight as he walks across the table here. But free throws, 64% from the free throw line for Mountlake Terrace. And an unbelievably heady play by the junior Fernandez to seal it.
And, 64% for a team isn't all that great. You should be shooting 70, 75. So, I mean, they had a decent night, but not good from the free throw line.
31 from the three-point line is Mountlake Terrace. I thought in the beginning of the game they were going to be hitting 50% from the three-point line.
Yeah, especially the way Bowman started. I thought things weren't looking good right off the bat there, but Glacier Peak slowed them way down.
Leading scoring tonight, John McLean for Mountlake Terrace. Actually a rare. Ryan Shannon, the big senior heading to Montana State, 14 points. Blake Fernandez right behind him with 13. And for the Glacier Peak Grizzlies, Zach Peterson, 13. Matches his low against Shorecrest, but they need more. They got a little bit from Kaiser with 8, but that was it.
Yeah, not a real good scoring night for Davs. And they need to get more out of Davs, right? What did he have? 5 points tonight? I mean, that's just not enough. He's got to be up around 10 at least.
He got in some early foul trouble there with 4 fouls, some nice rebounding, but then he just really never got in the groove there. So the Grizzlies fall to 3-2 and 4-3 overall, and they get a couple days off, which they need
desperately.
Tuesday night, they go on the road and face the Royals of Linwood, and then they go on the road again to the Thunderbirds of Shorewood.
So GP should be able to handle Linwood pretty well, and then they're going to have Shorewood's going to be a tough game, though.
For Mountlake Terrace, they get a few days off going into the break now. The kids on holiday Christmas break. They face Oak Harbor next Thursday night. They're 1-2 going into tonight's action, 1-3 overall. So I look for this Terrace team to really just kind of glide through the league the rest of the way, John McLean.
Yeah, that should be the rest of their season. They'll probably finish out Westco 3A in the number 1 position, and then off to districts.
We hope you've enjoyed tonight's action on the Glacier Peak basketball here coverage on Snohomish Times Sports Network, STSPN. For John McLean, Ron Henthorn, our statistician, and Todd Elvig, our executive producer, I'm Scott Oshman saying so long, everybody, and look for STSPN.com for our next telecast and broadcast and all the play. Good night, everybody.